There we go.
As we all know, playing as a stealth archer in Skyrim is the most fair and balanced strategy. But I always wondered, how effective would this playstyle be in Fallout 4? After all, Fallout 4 is basically just Skyrim, but with guns. So by only using a bow, it's exactly like Skyrim, except that the NPCs can still use guns against me. And a bow isn't quite the best matchup against a firearm. Just ask the Native Americans how that went down. So really, the only way I'll be able to deal with entire gangs of gunners is by utilizing stealth. Or perhaps I can take advantage of other strategies. So that begs the question, can I beat Fallout 4 as a stealth archer? The rules here are pretty simple. Number 1, obviously, I can only use a bow or a crossbow. Number 2, no power armor, because power armor isn't very stealthy. And number 3, no companions, because companions often spoil your stealthiness. Also, I should mention that this playthrough is heavily modded, and the combat is extremely brutal, so this will be quite an interesting challenge. Now to begin, I must create the optimal build. For this playthrough, I will be playing as Gothgrill. Gothgrill is very stealthy and doesn't like sunlight. Now the standard bow and arrow isn't all that great. The DPS is extremely low, plus you have to lead your targets. Statistically, it's actually one of the worst weapons in the entire game, but it does have a pretty good one-shot potential, provided that you can land a sneak attack or a critical hit. Ideally, you want to get both at the same time for an insane damage multiplier. So, for that very reason, I will be investing heavily into agility and luck. No surprise here, this is going to be a stealth critical build that relies heavily on VAFs. Not VATs, but VAFs. It's very similar to VATs, but instead of using a random number generator, I have to manually aim my shots, which makes it a lot more fun to use than the vanilla system. Anyway, as for the other stats, I will be completely ignoring intelligence, strength, and charisma. It makes perfect sense, honestly. Anyone who plays as a stealth archer is totally brain dead, has noodle arms, and gets no hose. Now, it's time to escape the vault. Since I'm only allowed to use a bow, and I don't have one just yet, I can't kill the radroaches. I have to trap them behind the vault doors, and then sit in a corner and crouch until their stupid roach brains forget that I ever existed. Once that's done, I grab my pit pad and set my skills. Obviously, sneak is a must, and it's going to be the first skill that I get to 100. Along with that, I also select medicine and survival. After exiting the vault, I immediately head to Red Rocket to obtain the bow. It's just a basic wood bow with stone arrows, but it'll do for now. Now with the bow in my hands, I can head out and play the game as Todd Howard intended. I was very eager to test my bow killing skills, so, logically, I ran straight into Concord to clear out an entire raider gang. Look at this loser. Oh! I didn't have too much trouble actually. This is a Bethesda game after all, so their behavior was rather brain dead. Look at that BDSM gas mask. What the? Oh, I hit him! Yeah, guys, Fallout 4 has good AI. And I was able to clear out the entire raider gang without dying. Oh, that was beautiful. Huh, must have been the wind. Oh, that was a beautiful shot. Get away from me. Oh, I just nailed his head to the wall. But before going any further, I decided to head back home to craft more arrows. And then I got a little sidetracked. Well, that was beautiful. Must have been the wind. Oh, beautiful! I have not missed a single shot yet. But it was well worth it, because I found this guy with the ghillie suit, and I murdered him for his premium leaf armor. Now, I am become Stealth Archer, Destroyer of Kneecaps. Oh, and I also spotted a deathclaw nearby, so I decided to go ahead and shoot him to death with my pointy sticks. My strategy was rather genius too. I activated a nearby Securitron and allowed him to do most of the work, while I was completely safe inside of a building. Oh! 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 I got him! Critical hit. Some may call my strategies cheese, but hey, if you have the option to have an impenetrable defense, why not use it? And that's exactly why you should sign up for today's sponsor, NordVPN. NordVPN is like that big buff nightclub bouncer that'll prevent any unwanted traffic from messing with your business. Not having NordVPN, though, is like leaving your door wide open with a "Please hack me" sign in your front yard. Seriously, everything you do on the internet is public and it's scarily easy to access, but NordVPN makes your connection private and secure, thus locking out any potential hackers. Plus, it also comes with features to protect you from malware. Even better, you can use NordVPN to connect to servers from all around the world, so if there's any videos, shows, or games blocked in your country, you can simply change your location to access them. Boy, skirting around arbitrary restrictions never felt so good. All the while, nobody is able to tamper with your privacy. Not even your internet provider can see what kind of mods you're downloading. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and sign up for NordVPN and use my link in the description to enjoy up to 65% off on a 2-year deal, plus 4 months for free. There's no reason to not at least try it, because there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. But I'll bet that you won't want to give up that sweet, sweet security once you've got it. Big thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back into it. Now that I was feeling confident in my deathclaw killing abilities, I headed back over to Concord to kill the rest of the raiders and the big lizard in the sewers. It literally feels like I'm literally playing Skyrim right now, just trying to snipe these dudes. Oh, that was beautiful. That's such a long shot, too. Oh, that was a snipe. Oh, look at this. I'm an expert. Well, that's close. Oh, look at that. How far is that? Oh, that's easily 100 yards, bro. Oh, there he is. Oh! No way. That was... What? Okay, that's busted. Needless to say, I was absolutely flabbergasted that I had just one-shot a deathclaw with a bow. I was not expecting stealth archery to be this overpowered. Turns out his health was already low because the raiders shot at him before I got there. But still, I thought this was way too easy, so I decided to nerf sneak damage a little bit, and then I reloaded my save to try again. That's a little bit more balanced. Oh wait, I need to get inside. Woo! This time, the deathclaw took quite a few more shots to kill, so I just hid in a building and took pot shots at him. Oh, dude, he was zooming! He was zooming! Haha. Oh, this is missing somehow. Oh, he's stuck! He's stuck! Time for the critical! I almost killed him. Got him. That's so dumb. Kinda cheesy, I know, but there's no way I'm gonna try and duel with a deathclaw in close range with only a bow. I'm gonna be the slimiest, most rattiest stealth archer, if that's what it takes to beat this game. Now the next move is to clear out College Square. Why is that, you may ask? Well, you'll find out why later. And no, it's not because I'm joining the Brotherhood. Anyway, the ghouls and lickers in Cambridge did provide me with plenty of trouble, but all that pain and suffering would soon be worth it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Yep, he can't get me. No! He got me! Good lord. Are you kidding me? Oh, no, he's downed. Dude, there are so many lickers. Oh, no, this can't be good for the economy. Oh, my. Oh! 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 Haha! He definitely can't get me up here. There's no way. It's just, most of this playthrough is just gonna be me abusing NPC pathfinding. He just killed me with throw up. Oh, yeah, it's gonna blow up. Nice. So after dying several times, I finally survived the ghoul onslaught, and my reward was waiting inside of the police station. That would be the recurve bow, plus a whole bunch of arrows, including some explosive ones. Friendship ended with wood bow. Recurve bow is now my best friend. I was very excited to test out my new toy, so on my way to Diamond City, I did the logical thing and started stealth sniping some raiders. I got him. I can just sit back and do this. This is the only way to play. Literally like Skyrim. Oh, that was beautiful! I think this is the dude in power armor right there. I'm still getting sneak attack bonuses, by the way. Yeah, that's definitely... I killed him! I killed the dude in power armor with like 3... Those 4 hits. Those 4 hits, I think. And I'm still getting sneak attack bonuses, even though they totally see me. That's overpowered. That's broken. I'm starting to think that stealth archery might be a little bit overpowered. But while it is extremely good for stealth attacks, a bow isn't so good for a head-on fight. I don't know what is causing this. Oh god, I got jump in the water. Does that actually... No, that actually doesn't stop you from burning, which is highly unimmersive. I am going to die. I burned to death in a river, by the way. I actually ended up dying several times to these raiders, and I didn't feel like slamming my head against a brick wall until I finally got all of them, so I decided to skip them for now. But don't worry, I'll come back later for my revenge. For now, I wanted to establish a base near Diamond City, and the perfect place for that is Hangman's Alley. Most people would just run in through the front door guns blazing, but I am not most people. I am a stealth archer. So, instead, I opted for the rooftop ambush option, and it proved to be quite an effective strategy. After claiming Hangman's Alley, I did some errands around town, and crafted new arrows for my bow. Now it's probably about time that I head down the road to Vault 114, but I did make some pit stops along the way, in which more stealth archer shenanigans ensued. Oh god! I was like, why is there a laser pointed at me? Going straight through my body. I wonder why. I turn around and the dude busts through the door, punches me with a minigun and shreds me into little pieces instantly. Oh! Got him. Uh-oh. Look at this dude rushing me. Oof! Right against the wall! It never gets old. As always, I made sure to hit up Mass Fusion on my way to the Boston Commons, solely for that dang strength bubblehead. You may think it's silly to take on an entire gunner squadron with only a bow, but with the power of stealth, anything is possible. Oh, hello. That dude had no clue. Beautiful. Hello. He doesn't even see me. Look at his head is in the ceiling! Look at that. I took a screenshot of that. That looks hilarious. All the gunners were light work, honestly. Ain't nothing that a stealthy arrow to the face couldn't handle. But for the power armor boss at the top, well, that's where the explosive arrows from earlier come into play. Let's get a sneak attack critical with an explosive arrow. Let's see how much damage that does. Yep, he's dead. Nice. That's right, stealth archery with explosive arrows. What a beautiful thing that is, and it'll only get more ridiculous from here on out. After grabbing my bubblehead, I then snuck into Vault 114 and cleared out all the goons from the shadows. Well, not quite. I was shining a flashlight in their faces the whole time, but Fallout 4's AI is so dumb that they can't detect light sources. Look at this dude, he's still sleeping! Bozo. Wake up, bozo. It makes sense, actually. When you consider how bad their aim is, they must be legally blind. And despite that, one of them still got me. Accuracy by volume is king, after all. Uh-oh! No! Dude, he didn't run out of ammo! He just kept on spraying. Oh, fuck. When it was time to face off against Skinny Malone, I implemented the most advanced strategy possible. And by that, I mean I simply crouched down and shot Skinny in the face with an explosive arrow. Any idea how much okay, I used to. That was worth it. That was so easy. Damn. Also, at this point I should mention that I realized you can recover the explosive arrows after using them. I have no clue how that makes any sense at all, but what I do know is that this makes explosive stealth archery even more overpowered. Back at Diamond City, I went with Nick to raid Kellogg's house. I didn't have the skills to pick the lock, but I did have a bow, and I somehow managed to shoot the lock off with an arrow. Boy, I sure do love video game logic. Anyway, Kellogg's house was an absolute goldmine. Turns out he's also a fellow stealth archer. He left behind a bunch of stealth archer paraphernalia, which is illegal, of course, so I made sure to seize all of his belongings, which included a compound bow and a ton of arrows, a few of which were nuclear arrows. That's a mystery Mauska tool we'll use for later. I then made my way to Fort Hagen, but before going into the main building, I stopped by the clinic, and I'm sure glad I did, because on my way out, I found the assassin stealth suit on a corpse. Sure, the ghillie suit is very useful, but this one is mad drippy. Unfortunately, this version doesn't have a stealth field imbued into it, but don't worry, I'll get that later. With my new drip and bow, I entered Fort Hagen, fully expecting my arrows to be useless against the synths and turrets, but thanks to Bethesda logic, robots and machines can bleed to death, so in the end, they weren't that big of an issue. When it was time to confront Kellogg, well, you know I had to do it to him. I knocked my nuclear arrow and let it fly right into his big bald-ass head. There we go. Dude, a critical headshot from a nuke. From a nuke arrow. I think it's a bit overkill, you know? I think we got him, boys. I think we killed Kellogg. I have no clue how I was able to recover those cybernetic parts from his brain, because everything was reduced to atoms. And in case you were wondering, yes, I could also retrieve the nuclear arrow after using it. I found out this is only possible if you hit a target. If it hits the ground, it just explodes, and it's gone forever. So, as long as I hit my targets, I basically have infinite nuke arrows. This probably isn't intended by the mod author, and I didn't know how to fix the issue myself, so I did the right thing, and abused this exploit for the rest of the run. Still though, I only had 3 of these bad boys, and I didn't want to risk losing them, so I made sure to conserve them only for special occasions, such as funerals. Nuclear funerals. Funny that I mentioned that, because just right before I made it home to Hangman's Alley, I engaged in combat with a bunch of super mutants. One of the muties was carrying a mini nuke, so naturally, I shot the big explodey thing to kill the entire gang. Oh my god. I'm way back here. Yeah, I forgot to take into account that all the cars in this game are dormant Chernobyl power plants that'll explode if you so much as breathe on them too hard. On the upside though, I got to shoot Kellogg in the face again, so that's cool. At least we get to do that again, right? This time I made it home safe, and the first thing I did was craft more explosive arrows. I really wish I could craft more nuke arrows, but that required 9 intelligence, and my dumb 1 intelligence stealth archer brain couldn't figure out how to make them. So perhaps my build wasn't perfectly optimized for the most OP strat possible. If I could go back to the start, then I would definitely put more points into intelligence, but it was far too late now, so I decided to commit fully to the 1 intelligence small brain stealth archer build for the sake of the meme. It's not like it was a bad build either. The classic stealth critical build proved to be extremely devastating in combat. On my way to Good Neighbor, I just casually took out Swan without even breaking a sweat. Anyway, after accessing Kellogg's memories, I then prepared myself for the glowing sea. And I needed caps to buy more crafting materials, so what better way to do that than by sabotaging a chems deal? All the goons were gathered in a circle out in the middle of the street, so obviously, the best strat here was to explode all of them very stealthily. And it worked flawlessly. I then traded the chems for junk, and used that junk to repair a bike, which I then used to hunt down the Stealth Suit Mark II. Turns out it was right down the road the whole time. This is the one that I need to get that sweet stealth field ability, but it was broken, and I would need to level up my science first to fix it. So no stealth field for now, sadly. Either way, I then made my way to the glowing sea. Along the way, I ran into a raider gang occupying a motel, and they were just begging to be stealth arched. So, I obliged. It was going pretty good, but the Power Armor Raider boss was using the forbidden corner camping strategy. Oh! I died. He killed me like in 3 hits. I was caught off guard for sure. So, next time I came prepared with my explosive arrow already knocked, plus a critical hit in the bank. But the Power Armor boss countered my foolproof plan by using literal cheats. Why are you glitching through the... Whatever. That didn't even kill him either. That was a humongous explosion. And he just took no damage. Because he was glitched into the freaking ground. Balance game. At the end of the day though, my stealth archer skills were too much for him. There we go. That's some good damage. Bruh. Nice hitboxing. Got him. He was trying to throw a Molotov at me and I got him just in time. That was beautiful. Now it was time to head into the hellscape known as the Glowing Sea, armed only with a bow and some arrows. Explosive arrows, that is. Oh, there's a UFO, by the way. Okay, there's another one. Oh god. Oh no. This can't be good for the economy. POV Detroit, yeah. Yeah, just keep staying over there, please. What is that? It's a gargoyle. What the? Oh my lord, he's got a lot of damage resistance. Oh! I shot him in the face. Dude, his head just rolled off. Look at that. That was insane. Bro's exiled to hell. Yeah, it looks like I'm playing Doom right now, for real. Gargoyle. Oh! UFO just crashed on me. That's interesting. Let's go kill this giant rad toad with the explosive arrow. Oh god, he's got a lot of HP. Damn, that thing tanked a lot. I think it's literally right there. That's it, isn't it? Yeah. Let's go use an explosive arrow on him. Crafted these for a reason. Owie. Oh. Okay, got him. Those 3 hits. That's fair and balanced. Yes, the pinnacle of stealth archery, using explosive arrows. By the power of explosive stealth archery, I made it to Virgil's cave. And by the power of explosive stealth archery, I would also escape the glowing sea. There were a bunch of deathclaws and other beasts in my path, and they needed to be properly exterminated. Nice, not bad. Oh, okay, he's dead. He's done for. Finish him off. Got him. That was beautiful. Dude, those explosive arrows. Way too good. Stealth archery is fair and balanced. Oh, there's another one. Let's do it again. Do it again. Do it. Oh, okay, the drop on that. I missed my sneak attack chance, but whatever. Okay, one more. I missed again? Oh, this can't be good. Oh, he dodged. Uh-oh. Oh, he's stuck. Oh, got him right in the face. I'm still picking up those explosive arrows, which is so dumb. It's a gargoyle. Oh, yeah, that gargoyle got destroyed. Oh, yeah, he died in 2 hits. Damn, that's OP. Yeah, guys, explosive arrows are fair and balanced. Right in the foot. Can't even see him, it's so dark. One more. Yeah. So it takes like 4 shots to kill him with an explosive arrow. It is a little bit overpowered, honestly. Maybe just a little bit. But I mean, it's an explosive arrow, so I mean, you know, it explodes and it does big damage. Stealth archery is perfectly balanced with no exploits whatsoever. You can just have infinite explosive arrows by reusing them. You know, reduce, reuse, recycle, am I right, boys? The saber cat from Skyrim, for real. Guys, look, it's literally Skyrim. It's the bow and arrow versus the saber cat. I think I can just use terrain and jump around him. Right in the face, got him. I finally stealth arched my way out of the glowing sea, and I immediately headed home to craft more arrows. Now it was time to head into Cambridge to hunt down the courser. Just in front of the Green Tech building, though, was an entire raider gang. So I did the logical thing and tried to kill all of them with only a bow. But their supreme firepower had me completely outclassed. I couldn't rely on stealth either. They always managed to find me. Oh god, more raiders. How am I... I'm dead. Okay. So I decided I would come back later, when I had the stealth field. For now, I headed into the Green Tech building to clean out the gunners. From one of the first gunners I killed, I picked up one of their helmets, which had night vision goggles included. But my goodness, it was not what I was expecting. Oh, that looks like... That doesn't help at all! It's just green! That is not... It's just green! You call this night vision? It's just green vision. There's no difference in brightness. If anything, it might be a little bit darker. No, look, okay, look. Fallout 4, Fallout 3. Turns out it was just my E&B messing with the night vision, and I ended up fixing it later. Now with the night vision working, I could take full advantage of the darkness to enhance my stealthiness. While my enemies could only see a shadow, I could see them in premium Fallout 3 tinted goggles. I missed. He didn't see me though, he's so dumb, it's so dark he can't even see. Come on, poke out, I want to shoot you in the face. Huh? Must have been the wind. Stealth Archer gameplay be like. Look, he's just chilling. Taking a break. This is beautiful. Bro has no clue. Oh! Oh, I missed that one, damn. Dude, all headshots. I love this. This is way too fun, actually. I love that so much. This is way too fun. Just like in Mass Fusion, the gunners here were absolutely clueless to my stealth archer shenanigans. Easily the best thing about the bow is that it's basically silent, which makes it the best stealth weapon for clearing out large groups without being detected. When it came time to kill the courser, you already know what I had to do. I whipped out the nuke arrow and let it fly. Yeah, do that. Yeah, I killed him. It killed him. Damn. I didn't even directly hit him. Unfortunately, I couldn't line up a clear shot on the courser though, meaning that I couldn't recover the nuke arrow, and that it was gone forever. Or at least, that's what I thought. Turns out, I actually hit one of the gunners who was laying down on the floor. So yes, I was actually able to recover this nuke arrow, despite it already being blown up. Yeah, I used to be a gunner like you, until I took a nuclear arrow to the knee. Now that I was growing stronger, I re-challenged those raiders out on the barge from earlier, and this time, things turned out differently. Whoa, that was a rocket launcher and he just barely missed me. Sheesh. Nice. Oh, that was... I didn't pull it back all the way. Oh, he's still alive. No, he's dead. Oh, hello. Really? Stupid dog. With my revenge enacted, and the courser chip in my possession, it was time to head to the railroad. And yes, in case you were wondering, I will be siding with them for this playthrough. Not because I believe toasters are people, but because the railroad is stealthy, and I am a stealth archer. It fits perfectly. My first mission with the railroad was to investigate their old base in Lexington, so I headed that way. I had no reason to clear out the raiders in Lexington, but I really wanted to test out my new crossbow that I had picked up from one of the gunners in Cambridge. And my goodness, it might be a little bit overpowered. Let's shoot him right in the back of the head with a critical sneak headshot. And that killed him, my goodness. Wow, that is balanced. Well, really, it's not the crossbow that's OP, it's my build. Stacking a stealth attack with a headshot and a critical hit gives an insane multiplier. If my math is correct, I did about 1200 damage on this guy, when normally the crossbow would only do 105. Boy, stacking multipliers sure is a beautiful thing. At this point, I could have just walked over to the rendezvous point, but I decided to kill the rest of the raiders in Lexington just for fun, and to further test my infiltration skills. Appropriately so, I entered the Corvega plant from the sewage pipe, because that's what stealthy people do. And then, I very stealthily began to wipe out the raiders, one by one. They were looking at the tin cans. Balanced. What? Is he gonna hear it? Okay, he heard it actually. It doesn't matter. I love how slow the animation is for getting out of bed. It's hilarious. It's just so comically slow. The raiders on the bottom level were easy, but the ones on the top floor, well, that was a different story. Ow! Oh no, this can't be good for the economy. I'm dead. Oh god. I might have to be a little bit stealthier this time, because some dude has a freaking nuke launcher. Let's try and stick to the shadows. That's not gonna work. As soon as I say that, the damn light sees me. Quite a challenge. Oh god. He was just waiting there. He was camping, dude. He's a camper. God gives his girthiest nukes to his stealthiest of archers. Oh my... He shot the, like, little gas tanks and I exploded instantly. Shit. Oh god, please. Fucking... Who put that there? Who just puts explosive tanks right there? Who does that? This dude's just stuck here. Oh my... How did that kill me? God, I can't... If I try and scoot back, he's gonna... I can't move. I cannot move. I cannot move. This is my... Only... Yeah. I don't know why. It's getting harder each time I do this. You can break my arm with a flamethrower. Oh no. So now, I could not kill the raiders at Corvega as a stealth archer. I tried my best, but stealth simply wasn't doing the job. Good thing that stealth is optional for this mission. Now, it's time to try a different strategy. One that I should have done from the very start. So let's just shoot that car. Let's just shoot over here. Let's just shoot some random arrows and blow everything up. Did I kill that dude? I hit him in the face. Okay, there we go. And where's that pyro at? Yeah, screw that guy. And screw you guys too. I've had enough of this. Whenever stealth fails, just use explosive arrows and run through there like you're the Doomslayer. That's the most effective strategy. It's so dumb. Finally, that took way longer than it should have. Now, I just have to clear out the raiders on the outside. I almost got all of them on my first try, but my hubris got the better of me. Whoa, slow motion jump shot! I died. These raiders definitely gave me entirely way too much trouble. They really exposed just how bad my stealthiness truly was. I surely wasn't the optimal stealth archer just yet. I still needed to obtain the stealth field upgrade and get my sneak to 100. And to get all that, I just had to level up more. For now, I met up with Deacon to do the mission that I was actually assigned to do. Thanks to the high armor penetration from the crossbow, the synths and turrets weren't that much of a problem, and we easily cleared out the facility. But Deacon was a little challenged when it came to avoiding mines. Deacon just ran into a mine and freaking exploded. Yo! What are you doing? And then Deacon over there just blew up again. He's just prone to blowing up. How is Deacon... Oh, that's because I have the Lightfoot perk. So I'm not triggering any mines at all, but he is. My boy Deacon is just prone to just blowing up. Whenever I said that, it reminds me of that Arby's commercial. Our food keeps blowing up! Deacon over here. Deacon just keeps blowing up! Anyway, the mission was complete. Next mission, escort a synth. Literally nothing cool happened. Next mission, Kendall Hospital. Now this one was pretty fun, and it put my stealth archer skills to the test. Oh, they saw that though. Dude, all these headshots are just so satisfying. Look at that! Wait, what? What kind of hitboxing is this? Yeah, this was another issue I've been facing throughout the run. Fallout 4's static mesh hitboxing is absolutely atrocious. Probably the worst in all of gaming. Thanks, Todd. But either way, it didn't prevent me from completing the mission. Okay, it worked that time though. It's the battle of the archers. Who will win? Me. When I got to the bottom, there was a deathclaw waiting to eat me alive. But instead, he ate a mouthful of explosive arrows and died. Now with that mission complete, I could go back to the glowing sea to get the teleporter plans from Virgil. I could have just zoomed through on my bike, but that would be boring. Suffering in a literal hellscape is much more entertaining. Also, I wanted to test if I could handle the glowing sea residents with normal arrows. Oh no, he's rushing. Oh! He was a lot faster than I thought. He killed me. To do with the glowing sea. Oh god. Oh, this can't be good for the economy. Ow. Ow. Owie. Oh, please, stop. Please, please, please. No, stop, I can't move. But alas, they were not very effective. So after dying several times, I went back to abusing explosive arrows. Did I kill him? Holy sh... Oh, wow, that's balanced. Once I got the plans from Virgil, I headed back home and leveled up my science skill. Now finally, I had just enough to be able to repair the Stealth Suit Mark II, and that means I now have a permanent stealth field when crouching. At this point, I could go ahead and construct the teleporter to get to the Institute, but before doing that, I wanted to test my new stealth suit on those raiders in Cambridge. But I would soon find out that was a huge mistake. Immediately upon arrival, I was swarmed by a pack of floaters. They almost got me too, but I did manage to kill them. Thanks to the floaters, the raiders were already alerted from the commotion, and they soon swarmed me too. I tried to run away and re-engage, but that didn't work. Oh my... I couldn't even see him! So next time, I tried to approach them from a different angle. Fucking hell! Oh my, he's just waiting there! That didn't work either. But now that I knew where the boss would be, I decided I would engage her first with an explosive arrow and deal with her lackeys after. But you know, since I used an explosive arrow, the entire camp knew something was up, and they all swarmed me like bees to honey. These guys were absolutely cracked too. They could see me through bushes, thick fog, and even when I was completely invisible. No matter what I tried, it seemed they were always one step ahead of me. Next time, I tried the same tactic again, but the explosive arrow didn't one-shot the power armor boss. Then, I exploded and died. So next time, I whipped out the nuke arrow to make sure that Hammerhead would die. New problem though. Her lackeys could pick up the minigun and use it. Also, one of them figured out how to bump fire a bolt-action rifle. Peek it. I missed. What the f- Did y'all just hear how many times that dude just rapid fired? This R700? Bro's got a bump stock on an R700. Yeah, guys, NPCs are fair and balanced. Oh god, they keep chucking grenades at me. Yeah, I died quite a few times to these guys. I just kept on blowing up, just like Arby's food in those commercials. So I altered the plan a little bit. I would still use the nuke arrow to kill Hammerhead, but then immediately run away as far as possible to shake the heat. This time I got lucky and the minigun landed near me so I could keep it away from their grubby hands. Even though I ran a few blocks away, they still managed to find me, thanks to Bethesda logic. Being invisible doesn't make you stealthy at all. Your stealthiness is almost entirely dependent on the sneak skill itself, so I would need to max that out if I wanted any chance of being undetectable. But I wasn't at Sneak 100 just yet, so for now, I struggled through it. And somehow, eventually I managed to kill all the raiders of the Shark Gang. In hindsight, I probably should have just spammed my remaining explosive arrows to kill these guys, but as the saying goes, work harder, not smarter. Anyway, after that whole fiasco, I constructed the teleporter and got beamed into the Institute, where I found out that my son is a racist that enjoys wearing blackface. Boy, I can't wait to shoot him in the face with a nuke arrow. But for now, I had to play along with the Institute to gain their trust. Before doing any missions for the Institute though, I went back to testing my stealthiness. Now I know my sneak wasn't at level 100 just yet, but I was feeling a mad urge to slaughter every single gunner at their headquarters. This is easily one of the most heavily guarded areas in the whole game, so stealth would be necessary to take them out. Don't worry though, unlike the encounter with the raiders from earlier, I came up with a brilliant plan to clear out the gunners without a hitch. To maximize my stealthiness, I waited until nighttime to launch my assault, and instead of rushing through the front door, I went up the fire escape to engage the gunners on the roof first. Oh no. You saw nothing. He's like, huh? There he is. This is so good at nighttime, man. They can't see anything. This allowed me to get the high ground, which put me at a huge advantage over the gunners below. Let's check out this guy. There's the pyro right there. Does he know what's going on? Oh, he moved. Okay. Oh, please don't see me. Please don't see me. Oh! No way the drone saw me. The economy. Doesn't matter, he just exploded. Though the drones did see me, the gunners below weren't able to find me, so for the most part, clearing the outside was quite easy. Now, it's time to raid the interior. Again, I didn't want to go through the front door, so instead, I entered the building through the elevator on the roof, which brings you down into the basement. He's gonna bleed out. Oh no. Leave! I was a little bit sloppy at first, so I went back up the elevator and then back down to reset their AI. Genius strategy, I know. Nice! Oh, this dude's right above me. I can't see him. Oh, there he is. I can see the glowing arrow. This guy has no clue. Nailed his head against the wall. I'll just do that. This will be hilarious. That's funny. Oh wait, that dude's still alive. Dude, he just tanked that. Oh. Nice. After the basement was clear, I then snuck into the main building. Room by room, I killed each gunner with maximum stealthiness. He doesn't even see me though, he has no clue. Bro has zero clue. Move your head. Thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful, dude. Uh-oh. He's on to me. He's on to me. Head explodes from a crossbow. Dude. Uh-oh. It still says caution, though, so they don't know. At the very end, I finally got detected because I had to stand up in order to shoot over the railing. Oh, there we are. Ow. Oh, God. Dude, that was a nice whoosh right there. There we go, that's better. But besides that, I had just cleared the entire gunner's headquarters without them ever knowing what was going on. All that was left was the boss's office, and I decided to end things with a bang. Right in the face.
Did he survive that? No way. Dude, he survived an explosive arrow to the face.
I can't believe that. That's ridiculous. Just turret. Whoa, what a champ, dude. I can't believe Captain West just ate an explosive arrow to the face. You can't eat two of them, though. That's for damn sure. Oh, sweet. I can reuse this arrow, too. Balanced. While I was down south, I went ahead and collected the various special bubbleheads to further increase my character's power. The agility and luck bubbleheads were definitely a must-have, seeing as those were my two most important stats for this build. After killing a bunch of enemies and getting the agility bubblehead, I then leveled up my sneak to 100 and unlocked the shadow shape perk. Now, I have achieved maximum stealthiness. I am become stealth itself. Now, seeing as I was the stealthiest human being on planet Earth, I headed over to Quincy to test my new godlike powers. Usually, this place is pretty hard to clear out. There's dozens of gunners, a couple of which are in power armor, but if they can't hit me, then all their firepower is worth nothing. Oh god. Okay, thank goodness he... Oh shit! Dude, I think he blew up his own drones. They were as blind as bats and desperately shooting into the wind, hoping to hit me. Even if they had a general idea of where I was at, they still couldn't detect me because I was literally invisible. Tessa over here. How am I not taking damage? Damn, I did a lot of damage. Damn, that's actually doing a lot of damage. He still has no clue where I'm at, though. I'm gonna kill him in 3 hits. Oh my goodness, I didn't even need the explosive arrows. I just killed this dude in 3 hits from a broadhead. And they still haven't seen me yet. Look, this dude has no clue. This dude has no clue where I'm at. This is so much fun, dude. So he's looking at me. He's literally shooting at me. But I'm still not detected. I'm still not detected, even though he's shooting right at me. Oh, this is so cool. Look, he's right in front of me. It was at this moment I realized just how overpowered Sneak 100 plus the stealth suit truly was. They could be standing right in front of me and still not know where to shoot. Like they had literal stormtrooper aim now. They just sprayed bullets everywhere except for the spot where I was standing. I'm gonna take my arrows right in front of him, see if he notices. Get my arrows back. Oh, I can't get that one. Bro, he's still aiming over there. They have no clue I moved! Dude, I'm not there anymore! They have no clue. I'm gonna shoot his friend right in front of him, see if he notices. Huh? Must have been the wind. Okay, he knows. But he's... Whoa, his head just flew kind of erratically. This is so dumb. I'm invisible. They can't detect me. All I have to do for the rest of the game is just crouch and they can't see me. They can't do anything. I'm still gonna get my sneak bonus no matter what. I think I just broke the game. Oh look, he has a bow too. I missed. Anyway. Anyway. Does he see me? If we stay very still. He turned the other way! He doesn't see me! Let's shoot him in the knee. Oh, I shot him between his legs! I wanna shoot him in the knee. I used to be a raider like you. All thanks to the power of stealth archery, I just single-handedly crippled the Commonwealth Gunners. And now that I discovered the power of ultimate stealthiness, I could take on anything, anyone, and any amount of them. I am now an unstoppable force. I am a stealth archer. Now that my build is fully maximized, I can carry on with the main quest. But I did do a side quest for the railroad first. You can already guess how that turned out. I can stand literally right in front of them, and they will just not have a clue. He's like, oh, did you see anything? No. Bonk. Huh. Must have been the wind. Yeah, I was so stealthy at this point that I no longer had to take combat seriously. I could just simply crouch down and mess with people for fun. And that is exactly what I did for this next mission where I sabotaged the Institute. This dude has no arms. No arms, no head. You get no bitches. Oh, I'm gonna shoot his leg off too. Okay, that killed him, but whatever. Oh no, I got the... He's punching me with nubs. No arms, no head. Shoot him around the knee. The next mission, though, was for the Institute. Time to recover an escaped synth, who just so happened to be the raider boss at Libertalia. His goons weren't that much trouble, but they sure did provide me with plenty of laughs. This is so stupid. Oh! Oh, it looks like you're out of missiles. That's unfortunate. What kind of movement is that? Please die. Head just disintegrated. Completely gone. Reduced to atoms. What the hell? Is that the Courser? I don't know, my Courser friend was Jesus. Bro was just floating. I'll get him. Nice physics. I like you said, you scared? And I just blew his head off with a crossbow. Again, this mission was rather trivial due to my incredible amount of stealthiness. I was in and out of there without the raiders ever seeing my face. Now with the tension rising, all three factions would soon converge at the Battle of Bunker Hill. It was a tough decision, but Des and I decided it was best that I go with an Institute Courser to fight on their side, but that I should kill him before the battle was over. I deviated from that plan a bit though, and I killed him before the battle had even begun. She said kill, so I killed. This did create a big problem though. It bugged out the dialogue with the synths in the safe room. Since I killed the Courser, there was no dialogue prompt, so I couldn't tell the synths that I would save them. Since everything was bugged out, I did the next best thing, and I killed everyone. I was the only one who walked out of Bunker Hill alive. Father thought that was extremely suspicious. So logically, he gave me a promotion to be a part of the Institute's Security Council. I see no problems with this logic whatsoever. Anyway, this is definitely not how I wanted Bunker Hill to turn out, and I was annoyed by Father's extreme levels of stupidity, so I did something even more outrageous. During their silly little meeting, I did what I do best. I crouched down, knocked a nuke arrow, and let it fly. Oh, he survived! Bro stood up immediately. I missed. Don't worry, he can't see me though. I like how the nerds pulled out the gats immediately. Now, my assault on the Institute had begun. As expected, these stupid synths and nerds couldn't see me. He's shooting at the stairs! He doesn't know! He has no clue. But the coursers and drones though, well, they must have been equipped with thermal vision. Okay, the bot sees me. Oh god! Oh no! Oh! Those drones are brutal. What the f- Not even mad though, because I got to nuke Father in the face again. Bonk. It's so funny to see him fly around like that. Turns out the coursers were using stealth fields too, so it became a battle of the stealth builds, and I lost. This time I wised up and used my last 2 brain cells to use explosive arrows to kill everyone. Yeah, screw you. And you 2? And you 3? that was danger close right there. I checked every single room and sector of the Institute. Every nook and cranny. Every single cubic centimeter was analyzed and sanitized with explosive arrows. Let's just kill this guy with a critical headshot from an explosive arrow. Oh god, yeah, that's balanced. I think they're a little suspicious. They're a little suspicious now. They still can't detect me though. It still says caution. They're like, huh? Must have been the wind. Sneak attack with explosive arrow. Nobody was spared. Not a single living or non-living being was left, except for the children. They're invincible, sadly. Oh, and for some reason, so is Mr. Terminator over here. Literally impervious to all forms of damage. Okay, maybe one more, because on my way out, the literal definition of the nerd emoji threatened me over the intercom.
You better run.
Sounds like such a beta male. That is the least threatening voice I've ever heard in my entire life. Yeah, this dude said, "Okay, buckaroo, no more Mr. Nice Guy." Literally, that's literally sounds like something he would say. But yeah, besides that, the entire Institute was wiped out, and the Commonwealth was saved. I beat the game. So yes, I did indeed beat Fallout 4 as a... never mind. Turns out, Bethesda doesn't like it when the player tries to play the game their own way. So, I actually had to play the game and go through the linear story missions to beat the game officially. So, I reloaded a previous save and redid the entire Battle of Bunker Hill, this time with a slightly more favorable result for the Railroad. Then, I went back to the Institute, and this time, I didn't nuke the meeting. It was extremely hard not to. My disdain for these eggheads was immeasurable, but I had to continue working with them so that ultimately I could blow up their nuclear reactor to kill all of them in one go. Gee, if only there was another, more straightforward way to do all of that. Anyway, to actually get the reactor working, I first needed to get to mass fusion to get the big nerdy reactor thingy. Big problem though, the Brotherhood was already there. That's better. Oh! There goes my hero. Oh god. Oh no! Aim for the bushes. He's ordinary! Anyway, on the elevator ride down, I had some more issues with Bethesda's brilliant hitboxing. But either way, we finally made it to the bottom, and I got the reactor thingy. Then I had to intimidate a man to get the reactor running. When I returned to the Railroad, Des informed me that one of their safe houses got raided by the Institute, so I had to go there and clean everything up. I simply walked in and stealth-arched the Courser right in the face, which sent all the lackey synths into a panic. Their tiny processors couldn't figure out where I was, and when I killed them, they just started flailing all over the place. Look at these dudes have no clue that I'm here too. Oh, my bow is out. Bonk. No, he's doing it too! Dude, look at him go! What the? He's literally pointing the gun to right in my face. He's like, huh? Where are they? Oh no, he found me. Yeah, must have been the wind.
Why is he doing that? Dude, he's going so wild.
Oh, okay, it finally stopped. He's like, I wonder where she could be. Nothing suspicious here. Nothing at all.
He's looking right at me.
Oh, must have been the wind.
What? He's shooting at he's shooting at his buddy over there.
Okay. He's not gonna figure it out.
Dude, no, he's flying around too.
The safe house was now clear, but right when I got back to Des, the Brotherhood raided the main base. My goodness, for an organization all about stealth, you guys sure do suck at staying off the radar. Maybe you shouldn't have a big red line leading directly to your base. Oh, and maybe your password shouldn't be password. Anyway, there were more pressing matters to deal with. Got him. Let's just hold it down right here like this. Sorry, Doc. You're gonna have to take. Bro, look at Doctor over here. Look at him. Look at. Oh, okay. He got taken down though. Okay. I thought he was gonna be able to punch him to death. Yeah, this is me when the ATF raids my basement. I'm there. Oh, look, he's cowering in fear. Yeah, that's right. Cower in fear. Ooh. That's brutal. I think it's a war crime. What the hell? Hey!
Oh! Owie! Oh! I got shot.
Damn, that dude had an Ash 12. No wonder why. Wait, hold up. Yeah, I just ate like 3 rounds from a 50 cal. That went straight through his helmet. Glory, move out of the way. I'm trying to explode over here. That works. Oh god. I wonder how that happened. Unfortunately, we suffered some, casualties. Very sad, I know. I can't believe the Brotherhood would brutally decapitate Glory's head like that. What monsters they are. Aren't I right, Deacon? Before the dust even settled, we were already planning a counterattack. We had the perfect idea. To hijack a vertibird and then blow up the Pridwin from the inside. This was going to be the hardest base infiltration yet. So, I made sure to craft an absurd amount of explosive arrows. Sure, I could have just stuck to the plan and used the disguise to sneak in, and then plant the explosives and then sneak back out. But I wanted a challenge. So after planting the explosives, I put back on the stealth suit, and I did what I do best. Hey, isn't that the guy who sells weapons? Not anymore. Oh no! He randomly exploded. What happened? He just spontaneously combusted. Oh, that's a paladin commander. Maybe I should... Okay, hopefully I can pick this one back up, right? If I hit him. Woo! That's hilarious. The Brotherhood soldiers seemed absolutely clueless. From their perspective, it seemed as if everyone on the Pridwin was just spontaneously combusting. Just, all the Brotherhood members just start spontaneously combusting. It's like, what's going on? Oh no! Another Brotherhood member just spontaneously combusted. Oh no! Everyone's exploding! The Brotherhood members just keep blowing up! Yeah, this is a stealth mission, guys. The only person who ever caught on was Ingram, but I made sure she exploded like everybody else. To my surprise, nobody sounded an alarm. The soldiers on the flight deck were just chilling as if nothing happened, so I killed them too. Whoa, there he goes! I had just single-handedly killed every single Brotherhood soldier on the Pridwin. The strongest military force in the post-war world was just completely eradicated by some maniac with only a bow. Boy, explosive stealth archery sure is fair and balanced. So I had just cleared out the entire thing, undetected, no alarms whatsoever. But as soon as I hopped on the vertibird to escape, the soldiers down at the airport all of a sudden caught onto us. And since I'm only allowed to use a bow, I can't use the minigun to kill the Brotherhood soldiers down below. I just have to sit there and hope that they don't shoot me in the face. But that didn't work. I'm not allowed to use the minigun, so... Oh my god, I got shot in the face. They were actually pretty dang accurate. Way too accurate. Tinker Tom wasn't helping either. He decided it was a good idea to fly us directly over the soldiers so they could get a clear shot on me. So I just kept on dying every single time I tried to escape. Then, I had the bright idea to snipe the soldiers at the airport before leaving. When I thought I got everybody, I hopped back on the vertibird to try again. Oh my... Instantly domed. But nope. Turns out there were more soldiers on the airfield, and they were pinpoint accurate with the 50 cal machine guns. My stream chat told me that the soldiers only spawned in after I got on the vertibird, so I couldn't kill them beforehand. I just had to sit tight and hope that they wouldn't shoot me in the face. I had a genius idea. If I consumed copious amounts of chems and tons of healing items, then I would simply heal faster than their bullets could damage me. Dude, I'm taking no damage! I am a tank! I'm a living god! So yeah, look, I'm literally taking no damage. I'm healing so fast. Look at that. Look at that. Well, I mean, in the case that they shoot me in the skull with the 50 BMG, I will die instantly, though. Well, that didn't work either. But I kept on trying, just hoping to not get shot in the face. Please do not shoot me in the face. That's all I can do is just pray I don't get shot in the face. I got shot in the face. I tried again and again, but every time, without fail, they domed me with a 50 cal. I couldn't just jump off the Pridwin into the water either. Bethesda thought it was a great idea to put an invisible barrier specifically for this mission, so they force you into escaping via vertibird. After all this time, I finally hit the biggest brick wall yet. There was nothing I could do. Or was there? Turns out, chat lied. The soldiers that spawn in were actually there the whole time. I just didn't see them. So this time, I made sure to explode every single soldier at the airport. When there was no sign of life left, I then hopped on the vertibird, and we flew away to safety while watching the Pridwin crash and burn. Whoa, this is danger close. Tom, fly the other direction. Why are you flying right back to the airport? Why are you flying right in front of the damn crashing Zeppelin? My god, that's the worst pilot of all time. I can't wait to execute you. Now that the Brotherhood was out of the picture, we could finally take down the Institute. The correct way, I suppose. My way is better, though. We kind of already went over this part, so let's just fast forward. When I got to Father's chambers, I saw that he was on his deathbed, dying from cancer. Very sad. Wah. Cry about it. Get nuked, nerd. Then I went to plant the charge on the reactor, but right after I did, my game crashed. I tried again, but this time, when I was getting beamed to safety, a synth spotted me and zapped me while I was defenseless. Hello. Hey! So, I tried again, but this time, I exploded everybody in the room first. Now, I could set the charge in peace. After doing so, I got teleported to the top of Mass Fusion, where I pressed the big red button.
I need Nuka-Cola.
Beautiful. So yes, as it turns out, you can indeed beat Fallout 4 as a stealth archer. Nah, screw that. I need to go kill the railroad now. But I wasn't done just yet. I still needed to tie up loose ends, and to get revenge. I absolutely hated Tinker Tom for all the suffering he put me through at the airport. He deserved to be put down, and it just so happens that I have a nuke arrow with his name on it. Cope and seethe. The entire railroad would have to go as well. They have proven themselves to be completely inept. Like, seriously, with their history, we would surely be compromised again and again until we were all hunted down. But I put an end to the cycle. Only problem, though, is that Deacon was considered essential. I couldn't kill him. So instead, I condemned him to a fate worse than death. Let's just remove him from the game. He got teleported to the Shadow Realm. Okay, guys, Deacon's dead. He got teleported to the Shadow Realm.
You go to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
We did it, guys. We beat the game. But one loose end still remained. The Minutemen were just chilling inside the museum this whole time, and I didn't want to give them the slightest chance to rebuild. Normally, these guys are essential too, but I made sure to disable that feature before going any further. It's almost poetic, really. With my very last nuke arrow, I let it fly right into Preston Garvey's face. Yeah. I'm on my own side, Garvey.
That's a shame.
Can I get out of this dialogue so I can shoot you in the face now? I just used a critical for no reason. There we go. There we go. But one lone figure remained.
Mama Murphy! She's still standing! The most powerful being in the Fallout universe.
She just stood there, menacingly, unfazed. What a kind and forgiving soul she is. But like I said, no loose ends. Okay, we killed her.
Mama Murphy tanked that nuke, bro. Dude, she tanked a nuke. And she just stood there like it was nothing. Just threw her body around.
And with that, I had done more than just beat Fallout 4 as a stealth archer. I single-handedly destroyed every faction in the game. At first, I didn't think this build would be all that great. But after discovering the power of explosive stealth archery, everything changed. The Commonwealth would see no end to my reign of terror. I would continue my explosive stealth archery shenanigans until every last living being was stealth arched to death. After all, I am become Stealth Archer, Destroyer of Worlds.